In this next lesson, I want to talk about the HTML list elements. And this will be allowing us to go and group a set of related items in a list. We have the unordered list and the ordered list as some of the HTML list items that we can actually use for our list tags. So for us to be able to further understand this, let's go create another file, and I would want to call this to-do list.html, and let's create a HTML5 template here. Let's go change the title here, and let's just say to-do list for this exercise. Now let's go and create a section here from where we will be placing the, let's have two sections. So we'll have the header element as we remember, and I'm going to put here h1, and I'm going to put the to-do list master to-do list, master goals. And here we can just go and use another header with a smaller font size, which is the header 2, and this will be day-to-day goals. Now let's go and open our file here just to see and check what it will be looking like and how it will look like. So let's go place it here, and then let's just go and resize this. So at least we'll have some sort of easy manner to go and check our main project here. So inside of the section element, I would want to go and UL here, going to use an unordered list, but inside of that I also want to use an h2 element that will be telling me my life's goals. So this will be my life's goals. So let's save that and then refresh. Now we have life's goals and day-to-day goals. Now one thing that I want to do here is to go to my index.html and get some of the same content here. And as I've said, this is the disadvantage of using the internal styling element, because you will need to go and copy paste all of the styles that you have applied in one page to another page, unlike when you're using an external style sheet. But for now, let's settle for that just for exercise purposes, for demonstration purposes. So let's go and save this. Now let's go and try to refresh this, and you would see that we were able to get the styling here, same styling as to what we have applied here in our index.html. Now let me just go and replace the color here and change it to pale goldenrod, and save it. Let's see what will happen here. And I want to go to index.html just to make sure. I'm going to copy the Google font that we used and place it inside of our header or head element here. Save, refresh. So let me just go and correct this here. Now we are also using the Chewy Google font family. Now the next thing that I want to do here is I'm going to use the HR element here, put a / so that we can go and close it and then save it and then refresh. Now let's go and do the same thing for each of the sections here, so that at least we'll have a distinguishment. And here, let's see what will happen here. So we now have 3 sections here, main header, then the 2 headers for the life's goals. Now let's just go format our document here so that it will be more arranged. Now inside of the UL element here, I want to create a number of li elements, let's say 5 li. So you would see that will automatically be creating 5 li for me thanks to Visual Studio Code. Just remember the UL here will be representing the unordered list of items, and it is typically rendered as a bulleted list. Now if we go and refresh this, you would see that we should have some bulleted items here. So let me just go and write some things here. Travel to Japan. Let's save that. Now you can see that we have the travel to Japan list item here. Let me just go and put some other life's goals here, and that will be to travel to Bermuda Triangle. I also want to go to US and meet some of my favorite Marvel superheroes. Save that. Another goal here is to finish my book, to finish my other books, and let's just go put here to meet a woman similar to my sassy girl. Okay, so now let's go and try to refresh this, guys. Let me just save it, refresh, and we can see here that we now have a list of items that is marked with bullets or small black circles, which is the default value for the bullet style for an unordered list. Now, if we want to go and change some of this list item, we will need to use the CSS list style type property. So let's try to go and do that. So I'm going to go here and select the element selector, which is specifically the UL, and then let's use this list style type property and try to change it to disk value. So this is actually the default value. So if we try to refresh this, nothing will happen. But if we try to go and change it to circle, let's refresh. So you would see that the value has changed to circle. We can also change it to square. Refresh. And even we can also try to remove it with the none property value. Now let's just go and try to stick with disk here and then refresh. So just remember that the UL element is for grouping a collection of items that do not have numerical ordering, and their order in the list is meaningless.